Okay.
Oh, there's Lindsay.
Hi.
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 Oh, shh, don't do that, okay? You need to be quiet. All right, we're going to get started. Brittany's going to do the first topic. Just make sure you have yourself muted, and then when you need to ask a question towards the end, you can unmute yourself, okay?
Can you hear us, Lindsay? Can you hear us? I want to make sure.
Hi.
Hi. I don't know if she can hear us or not. It's Christina. Can you hear us, Lindsay? No? Yes?
Hi.
I had that issue when I was getting on. I got on like 4 of them and I couldn't hear anything.
Really?
Yeah. Stephanie had to tell me how to change it.
Babu.
Okay, there. I see her microphone. Okay.
Mario.
Okay, it looks like she has a microphone.
Mario.
So the first thing, so this is Instagram training, just basic Instagram training. Hello? Oh, okay. So the first thing is who to add, who to follow, and how to do that, basically. So there's 2 main ways to follow people. Number 1, you want to find a common interest with somebody. So that could be, if you're a mom, you maybe want to find other moms on Instagram, or if you have pets, go find, people who have the same dog as you, or something like that. One that I do a lot is ILP. So it's International Language Programs. It's just like an English teaching abroad program that I did. So what I'll do is try and show this. I don't know how well it'll show up. You want to go just into your top search bar, and you can type in any person, any hashtag. So one, like I just said, is ILP. So I'll type that in and I'll go to their page. This is hard to see. You just click on their account, and then what you do is go to their followers. So at the very top, go to their followers, and basically I'll just go down. Oh, that's so bright. I'll just go down the line and follow people. I like to just kind of go into their account really fast and kind of do a quick scan of their bio, and just make sure they're not already an It Works distributor, or I make sure that they're maybe not in high school or too young, because you do have to be 18 to become a distributor. So I'll just go through those people and follow them. Another way is to look up a hashtag. So there's, tons of popular hashtags out there. One that I like to use a lot is hashtag feeling 22, like the Taylor Swift song. Just because, it's, their birthday, and there's maybe a lot of like college students, which that's kind of my common ground right now, since I'm, going to school. So I'll type that in, just like a general basic hashtag. And then you go into there.
But yeah, I was going to say, if you turn it just a slight bit, you can see it.
Which, this way?
Turn it towards you just a little bit, like towards your face when you're looking at it. There you go.
Right there, you can see it? 47. Okay, so I just put in that basic hashtag. You can put in anything. And then all these people will show up. Okay, so then I just kind of go through there, scan through the pictures, and I'll just click on somebody. I mean, this girl looks nice, so I'll just click into her account and then follow her. Once I follow her, it'll bring up, you know, other suggested people in that same like category, college category, or, you know, young adult, whatever. And then I'll just keep going through. Again, I click on their profile just to give a quick scan. That's my personal preference. It might be a little more time consuming. And once you follow them, again, more suggested people. So, I mean, just you can follow probably 100 people in like 20, 30 minutes, you know, depending on how fast you're going.
So I want to have another dog.
I have too much trouble really finding a lot of people on Instagram to follow. It's important to follow about, I mean, it just with it, but 100 to 300 people a day. Whether that's doing it, you know, taking an hour and just doing it all at once, or breaking it up throughout the day. Do 30, follow 30 people here, 50 here. You know, I find myself doing that a lot while I'm watching a show. I'll add a bunch of people, or later that night before I go to bed, add a bunch of people. It's just good to keep consistent on that and adding a lot of new people, because you want to keep just fresh faces, you know, getting to know you, getting to know the business. And then let's see here. So that's kind of following, adding people, which basically turns into people following you and adding, gaining more customers, I guess, basically. So if somebody randomly adds me, you know, my first instinct is to go and see, you know, who's this person? I kind of want to see who's adding me. So I'll click into their account and kind of look through their pictures and scan through, and they're going to do the exact same thing to you. You're going to add somebody and they're going to be like, who is this person? And they're going to, you know, go into your account and follow you back if they like what they see. So that kind of leads into the next thing of well, I'll talk about that, I guess, after Sophie does her next point. Sorry. So you can go ahead.
You're fine. Okay, not a problem. Okay, so just basically to pick up where Britt left off is, and basically the people that you follow, like she said, are going to go into your profile, and they're going to look at yours. And if you have like a bunch of ads and it's all, you know, there's nothing personal, or there's very few personal ones, like, let me just share my screen with you guys. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay. Okay, can you guys see that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is mine. And if you go into mine, you have, you know, Tyler, and this is last year. This one right here is last year. So I just basically put, you know, that I had time with him. And then they said 1 year is still going strong. I love it. Works. So I'm basically just letting them know that I'm still here. I'm still working the business. But it's a personal picture. So they're going to, of course, like it because it's one of Tyler. It's a baby picture, you know. This one is a before and after, but it has me in it as well. So it lets them know that I use the products as well. A lot of times they want to know that you are a product of the product, basically. So with doing that, it doesn't look so spammy, you know. Then I made one with a positive quote. This is a book that Leslie had suggested, so I just took the picture and used it. And you scroll down, you just see a few here and there. If you have a bunch of before and afters and just sporadically one of you, then it's going to still look spammy. You know what I mean? Because I used to do that, and you really want to make it look, see, even the ones with the greens right here, that one doesn't look real spammy. It's just saying, oh, I drank my greens this morning, you know, being a product of the product. So there's a lot of things that you can use. You can use other people's stories. This is the girl where I used her story and posted it. This one here I really like because she's a cancer survivor, so it has her story on it. These are some of the, whoops, a little too fast. or maybe, I don't know where I went. But I had like some of the wood, there it is, some of the wood projects I've been working on. So you can just take pictures of things you're doing around the house and when you're out and about. I know Brittany had a really good one that I actually stole. It was her at, it was pictures at the beach. And so I just took one of her pictures and I posted in. I said, oh, I love California weather. It's so nice being out here. So you just kind of, roll with it. Brittany has a lot of awesome posts as far as being a distributor and things like that. So sometimes I'll even copy hers, and because it talks about freedom and what you're doing and everything. So a lot of times I'll just copy others and adjust it to myself, being a stay-at-home mom and everything. So when they go in and they look at all that, they'll eventually basically add you. They'll follow you back if they like what they see. If they don't, then you're going to get a lower percentage. Like, for instance, my followers stayed, I don't know, I want to say it like 3,800 or so, because I was being kind of spammy. And so they didn't want to follow me back. Okay, I talked about that. And then you just want to do a few before and afters. Let's see. Basically, it's got to be appealing to their eyes. So if you go into somebody's page, that's the other thing that I want to talk about. When you go into someone's page, a lot of times people won't scroll. When you go in on a phone, let me see if I can get the phone to pull up, because on the computer it's a little different. Yeah, baby. Have it? No, this is Mama's phone right now. Mama's got to use it. So if you were to go into my profile and they scroll down, they're only going to see the first 12 pictures. So those 12 pictures is going to tell them whether or not they want to follow you back. So you always want to make sure that you're mixing it up. When I go in and I go to copy posts, like from Leslie, or if I copy distributor posts and stuff, I always go into my profile to look at it, to say, okay, would I want to follow this person? You always want to make sure that you ask yourself that question. So basically, going into that, I got my notes here. So basically, Brittany's going to go into the 3-3 rule, how to basically make your posts and follow the rule of, let me unshare this real quick, of how to go about posting that. The 3-3 rule is really, really important. So, stop share. There we go. Sorry, I was just trying to get out of there.
No, you're fine. Okay, I'm just going to go into my Instagram here real quick. Okay. So yeah, 3-3 rule. It makes it simple, basic. It breaks down what to post throughout the day. I love this rule. It makes it so easy. So three product picks a day. Okay, so maybe morning, afternoon, and night, you want to post about the products. Maybe take a picture of you and a product and how you're using it and how it's changing your life. It's really important to become a product of the product. And also you can talk about loyal customers and needing product testers. So let's see here. I kind of want to give you an example. So I have this picture of a box of wraps on a cute little desk table thing. And it just says, I have 5 loyal customer spots open for skinny wraps. A loyal customer is someone who orders the wraps for $59. Then you'll have 2 more orders at 40% off. Spots will fill up fast today. Call, text me, and then I always leave my number at the bottom. Okay, so that's a product post. And you want to do that, like I said, morning, afternoon, and night. And same thing with the other part of the 3-3 rule. So that is 3 business posts throughout the day. So you're going to be posting a minimum of at least 6 times per day, which may seem like a lot. And you might think, oh, I'm going to be so annoying to all my followers. But just the way that Instagram and the algorithms work, most times, a lot of people might not even see your post. So every couple hours is when I like to try and post, and it's a good just time frame to stick with that. If you need to, set an alarm to remind you, I know sometimes I just kind of forget, or I get wrapped up in what I'm doing and busy with family or whatever. And it maybe 4 hours might go by sometimes, but that's okay. I mean, just post when you do remember and, you think about it. It's just really important to stay consistent on that. Anyways, back to the 3-3, the business post. So this is basically, your lifestyle post, business, how are you able to work, basically life at the same time. So this might be, let's see. Let me find one that I have put before here. I talk a lot about just how free I feel with this business. So I'll post with this selfie. I'm not a big selfie person, but ever since I joined It Works, I definitely have become a selfie person, because selfies and just a picture of you or your family or your pet or your children, it just is more relatable and more personable. And again, back to kind of what Sophie was talking, it just doesn't look as spammy. So just a lot of personal pictures that you can post. And then I was going to give an example of kind of one. So here's one. Me and my husband went to the drive-in movie theater the other night. So I just took a picture out of the back of our car towards the screen, and I just said, this is mine and my husband's office view tonight. I absolutely love that we can enjoy a night out together at the drive-in movie theater and still make money. This is our life. We're able to go to the movies, go out of town during the middle of the week, spontaneously, and go to lunch, take trips, and not have to suffer financially because of it, and not have to take those sick days or call into work and get off. So just as long as we have our phones, we can work our business. That's how easy It Works is. And then again, I left my phone number at the bottom. So you want to stay personable like that. Again, post consistently throughout the day of the products and becoming a loyal customer. And then 3 lifestyle pictures, how the business is changing your life, and how you can help others earn, that $500 bonus or whatever. So it kind of leads into also picking like a theme or a color scheme for your Instagram. Here's mine, for example. I don't know if you can see that really well, but I kind of like whiter, lighter, kind of neutral tones. A lot of people are drawn to, I guess there's like a statistic out there that more people are drawn to like the color blue, say, for instance, rather than red. So if you have a lot of red in your Instagram, it might maybe turn people off. But it's just, the main thing is just varying your composition in your Instagram. So maybe not a lot of up close, selfies in one. I have some far away pictures here, me sitting down, standing up, whatever, at a bonfire. Again, like I said, we're at the movies. And then I have some product pictures in there, some pictures of cash. People like to see, the money, that it's really there. So that's just a big thing that you can consider when you are posting. Just keeping it consistent looking. I know some people like to have borders, the white borders around their pictures, and words. Sometimes I like to throw in like a quote in there sometimes. It's just more pleasing to the eye aesthetically, and doesn't look, again, as spammy if you have just nicer, clear-cut pictures.
Yeah, I recently started trying to brighten mine as well. I always use the filters on the bottom because mine's kind of more sporadic than yours. Yours is beautiful, but mine I'll like throw in one of Tyler and housework, and I'll just throw in anything because I'm a stay-at-home mom, so a lot of times I'm at home. But definitely the colors, you want to brighten them up, because when we take pictures, you definitely want to use those filters and then just click on the picture and see if the changes for you, if it's like she said, appealing to the eye. So I use a lot of filters.
And then can I just add one or two more things too in that? Again, with like the before and after pictures. So you're going to be posting a lot of before and after pictures because, I mean, that's a good post for the 3-3 rule. You're posting about the products and how they've helped other people. So that's a lot of before and after pictures. One good rule of thumb that I like to use is just deleting those before and after pictures maybe after a day or two. So it gives people enough time to see the before and after picture, but you don't want it to stay there and clog up your Instagram because again, it just looks like more spammy. So it's okay to go ahead and go back and delete those posts that you have made. And not just before and after pictures, your other posts as well. If there's one that you really like and you want to use it again, just delete it, and then later down the road you can just use it again. Most times people may have not seen it anyways before, and so going back and just doing it again, I know I do that a lot, maybe too much, but I do delete a lot of my posts and kind of just go back and reuse the ones that I liked, or maybe the ones that got a lot of interaction also.
I love it. I'm learning more points from you. But I go back with the reposts, the instant reposts, and I'll repost my own.
Yeah,
I like doing that because it makes it easier.
Perfect.
Okay, were you done in that area, Britt? Or you have
yes.
something else to add? No, that's okay. I just wanted to make sure. I'm going to have to definitely take down some of my before and afters now. Make it look better. One of the things that I wanted to let you guys know is that let me go share this screen again real quick. Where is it? When you're looking at your followers compared to your people that are following you, or the people that you're following. So this one right here is how many I'm following. This one right here is your people following you back. So you always want to leave a little bit of a gap, but not too much. So I usually like to stay within a 500 range, maybe a little more. Once you get into thousands, sometimes you can get away with like 700, 800, but you don't want it to look like you're basically following everybody in the book. Plus Instagram right now, they're only allowing you to follow so many, so you don't want to get too overwhelmed. I usually do, I don't know, about 200 or so, 3 times a day, 4 times a day. So it's not over a period of time. You don't do it all at once. So basically going into that, it's very, very important to have an unfollowing app. Let me get out of this screen here. So the unfollowing app, the only one that I have found that works on iPhone, thank you, on iPhone and Android is this little guy right here. See the 3 people? Stacy's, she has it on her phone as well, and it looks a little different. I think it's like a blue square with 3 people. But you just want, it's followers plus, and there's no space. It's just followers with a little plus sign. That's the one that you want to go ahead and get. There is a small fee for it. I paid for it before they changed the app. I think it was like $3.99 or something, but it's extremely important because what you want to do is you want to, I would share a screen with you guys, but it doesn't allow me to do it on the computer. So I have, about a 500-600 followers difference, if my phone would load for me. Not yet, baby, hold on. Okay, my phone's being funky. There we go. So you go in and it will load like your statistics and stuff. It will load your followers, unfollowers, people that you've lost, mutual people, new people that are following you. So it will load, and then I'll just click on this not following me back, and I'll be able to scroll all the way down to the bottom because the bottom's the oldest. And then you want to start unfollowing. I think it allows you like 50 or 60 every, I want to say, no, baby. You need to be quiet right now. Every 2 or 3 hours. Okay, here, watch your YouTube. So I'm done with my phone, so you can use it now. But You want to do that every few, I don't know, like I usually do mine about 3 times a day. And that way it doesn't get overwhelming, but at the same time, I'm still keeping up with my numbers. And then leading into that, because once you're taking care of that, you also want to take care of blocking people. Blocking is the next, after that is so, so important, because you're going to get like a lot of It Works distributors following you, especially if you tag like It Works wraps and things like that. You're going to get a lot of weight loss people. They have like different things. They have like these all natural, I don't know what they call it. Like, I don't know. I want to say acai berry or something. And then there's another one that starts with a G. But then you'll get, what's the other one? Beachbody, Amway. I mean, all these different companies that are health and fitness, you want to block them. And the reason for that is not everybody's this way, but we have had situations where they will go in and follow your followers and then try to take them by offering free things or whatever. So if you've already spoken to them, they're going to turn around and try to basically nab them up from you. So you're going to lose customers. So you want to make sure you block all those types of people. And I have an actual experience of that. It's pretty sad. I went to high school with this girl. I've known her for over 10 years. And she's just joined Plexus a few months back. And so what happened was she went onto my Facebook and she started adding a bunch of people on my Facebook. And I had 3 customers. I had 3 customers that actually went over to her because she was giving them free stuff. And even though they said, oh, I don't like the way that drink tastes, I lost them. I still lost them. So Leslie actually told me that she tried friend requesting her. So then I just blocked her. And she's, you know, I had her text me, why'd you block me? I'm just like, oh, you know, sorry, it was an accident or whatever. But I've left her blocked. So I know it sounds sad, but it's really, really important because you don't want people going on your Facebook and Instagram and basically taking your people and giving them all this free stuff. You got a list that I made with It Works distributors, Herbalife, Plexus, Amway, Beachbody, and I'm sure you guys can think of a few others. So let me see from there if I had any other notes. Oh, people that comment negatively on your post. You'll have people that tag you in negative stuff. I've had a few people tag me in, I don't know, real derogatory things that you shouldn't be tagged in. You don't want your name out there in a negative way. So if it pops up on your news, he's got my phone, I'm sorry. Let me see if I can share this again. If it pops up in your hearts, so you have your likes, usually it's down at the bottom on your phone, but you'll go into your likes and you have this whole list of everything that's been happening. So they'll have people, they'll have where they tagged you, it will say @ and then your name. You want to just click on their name and it will take you to their profile, and then up in the top, I don't know if it's on my, yeah, top right hand corner, and it will be similar to this on your phone. The lines just go up and down. You want to click on that and then hit block, because you don't want to be known as that. Also, if you have somebody that had a comment in here, let's say it was really negative and said, oh, those wraps don't work. I used that stretch mark cream and it wasn't for me. Some people like to go and message them and be like, hey, well, what happened? What went wrong? I personally don't do that. I just go into whoever it was that commented on my picture, and it will usually bring up your picture like this, and it will have their name right here underneath everything, and then their comment. You just click on their name again, and it will take you to their profile, and you block them. Okay? Like I said, some people like to go and talk to them about it. Most of the time I don't, because it's just really, really negative. And a lot of times they'll go back and they'll say something bad, or they'll tag other people. So I just block them. What was the other thing? Oh, people in different countries that we don't ship to. I've had a few people that want to keep talking to me, and they take up a lot of my time. Instead of me prospecting and talking to new people, they'll write me and they'll want to like talk about my son and things like that, which is fine, but it's taking up a lot of my time that I should be spending writing other people that would be customers, distributors, spending time with our son and things like that. So I personally block them, and I also block kids. Sometimes they don't look like kids, but if they're, I don't know, 14, 15, 16, and they start writing you and taking up a lot of your time and just messing with your head, a lot of times they're kids. I hate to say it, but they are. Stacy's had quite a few of those as well. And basically they just get on, and then finally you get the answer, oh, well, I don't know if my parents would allow me. So I always click on their name as well and block them. The other thing is, and this doesn't happen all the time, but it has happened, is if somebody sends you, how do I say this, a picture that is not appropriate. And I've had a few, you block them as well. So just make sure that you're blocking people you just don't want basically in your life or on your profile, because it's not for everybody. You know, this is a business page. This is getting to know people. This is basically to excel and improve your life as well as others. So with that said, I don't know what your next topic is here, Britt, but engaging. So we'll go into that.
Yes, so engaging with the followers that you're gaining by adding new people, basically. Besides just adding them, you know, it's really important to start building the relationships with them. So that's commenting on their pictures and liking their pictures. So sometimes I'll just sit throughout the day sometimes and just scroll through my feed. Hang on. Need to adjust here. And just scroll through my feed, and I'll just like those pictures. If one kind of stands out maybe more to me than another one, then I'll comment on it. I'll just give them a nice, sincere compliment and try to relate as best I can with that person. So I'll say, oh my gosh, you know, your baby's adorable. Look at those eyes. Look at those cheeks. Or I love your dress. Or wow, you look like you're having so much fun on that vacation. Or, you know, just whatever. Just giving just a nice little insert, a nice little compliment. They'll see your comment and they'll say, you know, who's this person commenting on my picture? I know if somebody comments on something of mine, I'm like curious, who is this? I'll go into their account and again just kind of look at their first few pictures and then like them or follow them. So they're going to do that to you. They're going to say, who's commenting on my picture? They're going to go into your account, look at it, and then follow you back. A lot of times, so many times, I would say probably 90% of the time, the people that I comment on their pictures, or at least like them, they follow me right back. So I just gained a new follower just like that. So again, you just want to relate with the people, be thoughtful in your comments, be sincere. If somebody comments on your picture, respond to them. It's okay to respond to them. Just shows that, you know, you're being friendly, you acknowledge them, and then that can also spark up a conversation and build that relationship. So that's kind of all I have on that. Just making sure that you're saying consistent, engaging, liking, commenting, and doing things.
Okay. With going into that, messaging is huge. You want to message only the people that are following you back. So if you go back into this page here, I just like showing you guys because sometimes people are real visual. So if we go back in here and you go to your followers, those are the people that are actually following you back. These are who you're following. So you'll just want to click on that, and then you can start going through. Yeah. And then you can start going through all the people that are following you, and you can message them that way. You can go through and start messaging them. We have one that Brittany has used, and we actually, a lot of us have used, and we got it off of one of the top leaders. So I know a lot of you have saved that. That's a really good one to follow. It won't always be exact, but it's a really good one to follow to create the relationship with them, to find out what they could use, and so on and so forth. So you always want to go in there. Now if, let's say, let me pull this up here. So I have a lot of people that have liked like Tyler's picture, the positive post, so on and so forth. But then there's this one right here, and she liked, wait, let me go back, sorry. She liked this stretch mark one or whatever, this one down here. So she liked this one. I got 11 likes on this one. So I can actually go through the people that have liked this one. Well, yours should be listed. It will be listed at the bottom of right here on the phone. But you can just click on their name, and then it will take you to, thank you, baby. I know. I don't know what you're doing on my phone. Then it will take you to their page, which is what I did earlier when I clicked on our page. But let's just click on this one for now. It will take you to the page. And then you can write them. You can go, no, not report. I'm not sure how to do it on the computer, but you can actually go in. I don't know where it's at on here. Let's see if I can pull it up on here. Let's just click on this one and we'll get out of here. The computer's a little bit different. So up here on the 3 dots, you can actually click. I don't know if you guys can see this. You have like report, block, hide your history, so on. You have send message. So you can click on send message, and it'll actually take you right to where you can message that person, like her name's on top, and then you can write them a message. You can just say something like, hey, thanks for the love on my post. I see that you liked one of my pictures for the stretch mark cream or the wraps. Are you interested? And kind of go from there, ask them questions where, Tyler, please stop, where they'll, like, have you ever tried the wraps before? Are you interested? What questions do you have? Maybe they'll talk about their fitness, or you might see pictures on their page that have fitness to where they're starting to work out, things like that. You can just basically start up a conversation with them like you would anybody else, because they're basically friends of yours is how you want to look at it, because they're following you and they kind of know your life, and you're following them and you kind of know their life through pictures and comments and things like that. So just, you know, be thoughtful, like Brittany said, look at their page and message them. Just, you know, don't be afraid to step outside the box and message them. The worst they can do is say no, and that's it. It's over. A lot of times if they say no or no thank you, I say, is that no, not right now? Or is that no? Because when you say no, not right now, and they write back, well, it's no, not right now, then you can talk to them about possibly holding a spot later on down the road. It could be 2 weeks. It could be a month. But then you can put them in the calendar and you say, you know, great, I'll hold a spot for you on this day. And you just message them on that day. It's really simple. So when it goes, then I wanted to lead into when someone asks you a question on your post. So back to where you were in my pictures, if somebody were to, let's go back into here. Let's just go here. And let's say somebody commented right here. Their name will show up right here in your phone. Right here will be, you know, they left comments as, oh, he's so cute, or whatever. If they, then you just write at, you actually use the at symbol and then their name. Or you can, Tyler, I need my phone, honey. Okay. The phone is so much different. I want to show you guys how this works, because it makes it so simple. Oh, trying to. I should have had you comment on one of mine, Britt. Would have made it easier. Okay, so this one here, she commented little hearts. So basically, I see the little hearts in her name. So basically, you just hold that. Whoops. Click on your. You'll click on the little bubble like you're gonna write them, and then you just hold their name. Well, if I could do it. Tyler, you're so funny. Why is it not doing it? Aren't you supposed to hold their name? It's supposed to pop up. There you go. So it highlights their name when you hold it, and then you can hit reply, and it will actually send a message to them. You're so funny. Or you can just hit the @ symbol and then type in their name as well, and it will tag them. On Instagram, you always want to tag, because unlike Facebook, it's baby. Shh. It's not going to just say that you commented back. It doesn't do that. You have to actually you have to actually tag them. Real life here, guys. Being a mom of a toddler. So make sure you always tag. Don't just say, I'm messaging you. Always tag. So when you tag them and they've asked a question on, say, a product, never leave the answer in the comments. Always do the @ symbol or highlight their name and hit the reply button and say, I'm going to message you. Once you tell them that, then you go straight into their profile and you send them a message. You know, hey, I see that you ask this question, or I want to just send you the answer, or hey, how are you doing today? I always like to ask them how they're doing, because sometimes they'll write you back, oh, I'm doing really well, and we'll start a conversation, and then I just answer their question about the whatever it is, hair, skin, and nails, the wrap. Shh, I'm almost done. So, so once you answer their question, then they usually write you back. But like I said, don't ever answer it in the comments, because if you do, and there's somebody else that's interested in that, they're not going to ask you a question. So one person may ask you, well, how does that work? The other question, the other question may be, well, how much is that? So you always want to make sure that you answer those in a private message. That way, when people look at it, they don't go, oh, okay, I know the answer, I'm just going to bypass this. So basically, that's it. Just be thoughtful in your messaging. Ask them how they are. Lead with questions. End with a question most of the time. You know, is that something you'd be interested in? Do you have any other questions? And it makes the conversation go really smooth. So if you guys ever have questions on how to respond to somebody, send us a screenshot. We don't mind helping. Send us a screenshot, and we'll help you, you know, respond to it. And I mean, when I first started, Leslie was blown up. Like, I sent her like 10 screenshots a day. How do I answer this? What is this about? You know, I was always panicky. So don't be afraid to ask.
I did the same thing a lot.
Yeah.
Just the simplest things though too. I'm like, I don't know what to say next, but really it's just keep it simple and normal. I don't know, just common sense most of the time, but I still just thought about it too hard. And so kind of the last thing I have is just really quick, when you are posting a picture, not every time, but most of the time, I will add a location or geotagging your picture. So if I, you know, say I'm at a beach, I'm visiting a hotel, I'm visiting a new city, like I tagged a bakery I went to recently in Los Angeles. So when you're posting that picture, you'll go in. So this is me posting a picture. I don't know if this is backwards or whatever, but you'll see it there. It says tag people, and then right below it, it says add location. So you'll click on that and then type in wherever you are. Obviously, you don't want to do your house. You don't want to do your address. You don't want people knowing where you live. But you can just do like your basic city, or the city next to you, near you, because other people are tagging those places, and they're going to go in and look and maybe see your picture, and then they'll click into it and then get into your account, and then follow you. So sometimes I like to do that, to just location that all the other people there can see it as well. Another thing is there is an option to have your Instagram posts link up and post automatically onto your Facebook. A lot of people do that. I'm not even going to go into it because you want to do them separately. You want to post on your Instagram and then go into your Facebook, and post there separately. Do you do that or something, Sophie? Okay.
I share it all the time. I'm like, I don't know, Tyler's running around or he's being potty trained, and I'm just like, share.
I know. It's so easy. It's easier that way. And, you know, I don't even know what the big difference is. I've definitely heard of it. I know Jocelyn has shared it, but just that it's important to just do them separately.
Well, I know before, when you would share, I don't know how it is now because I haven't looked at it recently, but before when you would share from Instagram and it would go onto your Facebook, it would just put it in an album. It would just be grouped together. So if you post 2 or 3, it was just grouped in an album. You couldn't see the caption or anything.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I space them out now, so most of the time they show up on my timeline. But they're also saying that Facebook doesn't always show the Instagram ones, so that's why you want to post them separately.
Right. That's what I figured. It had to do something with like the algorithms in both of them. So, I mean, if you do it, it's not like the end of the world. It's not a bad thing, but it is better to just separate them and not have Instagram linked up to Facebook. And then just another simple thing that you can consider is your bio. So that's just kind of like a quick description of maybe who you are, the things you like, some interests, which when you're in your main account, your main page on your Instagram, this little button here, the right top corner, you can click and go into your profile. So just go down into an account, you'll see edit profile, click on that, and then that's where you can edit your bio. I don't have anything that says like it works distributor, anything like that. I don't want that to be the main thing that people see and then have it maybe turn them off. I do have like business owner / entrepreneur. That's what I am. That's what I do. Or dream builder or dreamer or something, along those lines. And then I just have a couple interests that I like or who I am. So also, you do want to have your Facebook link in your bio. It's really important. Yep, just like that. So you can see Sophie's Facebook is there. So you'll go onto your Facebook and then just in the, search bar or whatever, copy your link and then paste it into that bio place in your Instagram. So people have that option as well. They're looking at your Instagram, but they can click into your Facebook and be your friend there as well and see, all your posts there. So that's really important. I didn't have that at first. And then I definitely, I made sure and I went back and added my Facebook link in there. So just things to consider, things to remember. That's kind of my last point. I don't know, Christina, I know Lindsay left, it looks like, but do you have any questions, Christina, for us? Maybe that we didn't answer or go over? All good. Okay.
I'm going to say that, okay.
No, about following. Yeah, super easy. Just, I hope my first point made sense. Just the main thing is, 2 points of how to follow people. Just find a common interest with somebody and search that hashtag, and then just go through, find people, follow. It'll bring up other suggested friends. And then also you can, type in a famous celebrity or your favorite boutique or store. Like I said, I did mine as ILP, International Language Program. So I just go into their followers, click on their followers, and then just go down the line and follow all of those people. Because you know that you have that common interest. You have that common thing you share and like. So.
Well, that's like, I'm a preemie mom, so I go into a lot of preemie groups.
Yeah.
And because he was born 26 weeks. And that's how I actually met Leslie. I was in a group on Facebook. She started adding a bunch of people. And I started seeing her posts like, oh, she works at home. She can't make that much money. Like, she was posting the averages and all that stuff. And so I wrote her. And I was like, is this for real? Because I've been in a lot of things. Is this for real? And we talked for like 2 hours. And I just, drilled her and everything. So it's definitely a great way to meet people because then you have a common interest. And then on top of that, not only did we talk about the business part, but then we turned around and talked about our sons because hers is born at 26 weeks. I want to say in 6 days, and mine's 26 weeks and 4 days. So we have a huge common interest, you want to be able to talk to people like Brittany said about that stuff. So
perfect. Oh.
Okay, well, as long as everybody got their questions answered,
Oh wait, I think
we're good.
I think Christina's asking
Oh,
a question in the chat.
oh,
What's aside from Instagram? I don't know. What's up, Christina?